Get comfortable. Nod when you're ready. Why don't you run me through your day on May 15th?
Okay. I hadn't slept for 3 days. I've had sleeping problems for like 3 years now. Well, I had just gotten a job at a reptile shop, and I really like reptiles, and I was really excited about it. Okay, so I was also, so I've been smoking weed because of the sleeping problems, and I hadn't smoked weed, so I hadn't been sleeping for 3 days, and so I went to weed. Actually, there's a town in California called Weed. I live in Oregon, and I can't get weed in Oregon, so I left early that morning, and so I was driving on the way back, and I felt just like a really weird, like, just like a panicky feeling. I don't know why. I was listening to music, so I showed up to work, and I was doing really well at work at the time, and I had just worked there for a month, and my boss thought that I was doing a really good job, and so it was just me working that day. Besides these other 2 people, but they were in the back, and I think they were like getting back together or something, and so I had to kill these rats, and so there was a big line of people, and I was getting really overwhelmed, and I had to kill 3 jumbo rats, and so I put them in a pillowcase, and I just jumped and whacked them on the ground, and I felt like really powerful after that, and I started feeling, I don't know if it was right after that, I just started feeling like I was going to get superpowers. Like, that might have actually been before I killed the rats, like on the way to work. I thought my hair was just going to start turning white, and I thought that I could like jump through the ceiling, and I actually kind of tried a little bit. And I stopped being able to count, and I asked to leave work. So I couldn't count crickets, and I couldn't count money, and that's, like, I had to do that for my job. So I left work early, and I drove home, and I don't know exactly what happened. I opened the door, and I was having a lot of really weird fears. I thought I was gonna barf up a skink on like a table or something. I thought Nick and Stella would be really surprised by, and I thought I was gonna have to put a toothpick in between my toe and my toenail and kick a wall. And I was just kind of coping with like really big fears like that. Like, I was,
They said you were acting strangely. What were you doing?
Nick came down. Nick, Nick came down. Stella's upstairs. Those are my roommates. And I was taking my clothes off. Besides my beanie, I think I was gonna take a shower. I take showers when I'm overwhelmed, and I don't know if I might have hit my head or something. No, okay, so when I started feeling like the Tasmanian devil, and like started like, I thought I was gonna like shapeshift into a skink, and I started to it was just like all of a sudden, I was like, okay, ready? Here we go, go! And I don't know what happened. I didn't do anything. Like, it wasn't me. I was just, all of a sudden, I was like this spinning vortex in the air, like just this volcano or like tornado of just like just, I don't even know. It was just anxiety or I was laying on the floor and Nick came downstairs and he asked if I was okay because he heard a bang, and I said I was fine, and I was holding my head with a beanie on, a red beanie, and I said I was okay. I figured I was. I don't actually know. I've had some experiences in the past. It felt like maybe God was gonna like tell me to do something. I don't know.
The ER found you unconscious when you arrived. Anything to say about that?
Well, I had multiple things.
Okay.
When the ER got there, it felt like, okay, so there was a time, I was conscious but unconscious. I was opening my eyes and I could see Nick looking down at me, and he said, "Cole, are you okay?" And I couldn't say anything. It was almost like something was telling me not to say something, but I couldn't. If I tried, I don't know. It was like time wasn't real. Like, it was like Nick was going, "Cole, are you okay? Cole, are you okay? Cole, are you okay?" And just over, and I guess it didn't happen that many times, but it was weird. Maybe he was saying it over and over again, but it just seemed like he was just like, like fate, like it was like time was like there and then there and there and then there and there and then there. The ER people came. They were mean and were like looking through my stuff, and I remember nothing. Next thing I knew, I was strapped to a gurney on my way to. I was in an ambulance. there was a girl and she was asking me, she just seemed like she didn't, like she was expecting me to, to, I don't know, like they were very accusatory. Um, uh, I started doing really weird things in the ambulance, but at the same, I felt like I had to stare at the sun before that, and I did, and then in the ambulance, it was like I was seeing all white, and it was kind of like pleasurable. I was like, it was weird, maybe even like sexual, but I wasn't trying to be. Like I was like, something was coming through. I don't know. After that, then I went, I got to the hospital and I was like strapped in a gurney, and I don't know, I think I was like, there was at one point where I had to like say, it was like, again, this kind of thing happened where I was like, alright, are you ready? Like I was unconscious and then conscious again, unconscious and conscious again. And when I got to the hospital, I was unconscious, and then I was like, okay, ready? Give it your best, is what I heard. It was like demons or something. That's kind of what it sounded like. And was like, I couldn't talk, but I was like acting like I couldn't talk, but I couldn't not act like I couldn't talk. And I was like, help, I need, like, I'm a singer, I need to sing, and my voice, I can't, help. And there was at one point, I kind of felt like I was in a different scenario where there was like something in my throat and they couldn't get it. This was before that though. It might have been like a dream when I was unconscious, and they were like, oh, we can't get it, we can't get it, we can't get it, we can't get it, we can't, and then they turned it the other way and they're like, we got it. Maybe spider, it was weird. At one point, I was strapped in a bed, and I had like a harness on, and I escaped from the harness. Like my thoughts, like I just like had a realization feeling, and I said, it's an unfolding. And then so I used to wrestle. I was a captain, and I'm really flexible, and I could get out of wrestling moves, and I got out of the harness, and I pushed the nurses off of me, and literally in the morning, one of the nurses said, did you see that super strength? Or someone said that, and I like at another point I knew someone's name. So I got out of the gurney, and the harness, and the doctor like shoved me by the jaw and put me back in, and he was like smiling and like like Janelle, and I, it was really weird how earlier in the day I had like thoughts of like superhuman stuff, and then that happened, and it's just weird. I just feel deep. I feel a deeper. I feel something deep with that. I don't know. I just feel like I don't know what's happening, and I've been feeling really bad. Mentally, I felt like my right brain started to eat my left brain after that, and I got like just fired right away. Like my boss called me and left a message and said, hey, just want to know what's going on with you. Saw you've been leaving work a little early, and then literally texted me not even a minute later and just said you're fired, just out of the blue. Like, it's just weird things, and like my whole life just started just collapsing. Like, I couldn't get along with my roommates, and I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't acting like, I wasn't being mean or violent or anything, and it was just, I just want to know, I just want you to know, like, I'm not saying I know, it's just, it feels like something else. Like, I just don't know if the medical field has answers for what has been going on with me, and it just feels like I can, like, feel stuff before they happen a little bit, and like it just feels like just weird.
Lab test just saw THC in your system. No LSD. Although you claim to have taken LSD, why'd you lie?
So the girl in the ambulance asked me if I was on something, and I said no, and she was like, you're acting pretty strange to be on nothing, and I was scared that they were going to send me like to the loony bin, and so I said LSD because I believe in its therapeutic effects, and if I'm gonna go down for something, it's gonna be that, or mushrooms, psilocybin, and
ER reported they found a crack pipe in your room. Do you do crack?
no, I don't do. It's ridiculous. There was no crack pipe in my room. They said I had a big boy bong, and we're like assholes. They were like mean. They were like that. It's a bong. It's not a crack pipe. That's ridiculous. I didn't know why they were even searching through my stuff. Why wouldn't ER have the right to do that?
Oh. They also found a weapon in your room. A what? Karambit? And a plague doctor's mask? What are you planning to do with those?
Okay, well, I'm an artist, and I'm like my dad was a hunter and very macho man, like and I grew up in the setting of like guns and stuff like that, and I've just always liked weapons, and I've always collected knives, and I want to incorporate that in my art. I like cool knives. I like knives that are different and weird, and karambits are weird, and yeah, Plague Doctor mask. I like Mortal Kombat and like Sub-Zero and Scorpion. You probably don't know who those are. Like they're just like masks. It's a thing. I can't explain my process that well. Like, it's a spontaneous thing, and I like what I like. So if I like something, I want to be able to use it, and I'm trying to do projects and stuff, and it can look bad. Like I get it. But it's like, I got it from Hot Topic. Like, that's like, it's legal. I'm an artist. I make music, and my room was literally like a studio. I didn't even have a bed. I was sleeping on the floor, and I'm serious about it, and I want to do movies and act, and I want to show people a part of myself that I feel like I want to show people who and what I am, and that can be really hard to explain.
Okay.
I feel like bigger. Like, I feel I feel like
Okay. So now, let's just be honest here. No one's gonna take you. You're just gonna have an empty wall. That's it.
I don't care if it's not about other people. It's about I can do it myself. I can do it. I mean, we have phones now. We have cameras and editing softwares that are way better than they've ever been. Like, people used to make movies in the 50s and 60s, so they didn't have anything like this. I can
Okay. Stop.
I can do a lot. I mean, I've
Just stop.
The way I
Just stop. You're not making sense. The way you're talking right now makes you sound like a schizophrenic. Okay? And I'll give it to you straight. Keep using those metaphors. They're gonna stuff you with pills and send you to them. Okay? Anything else? Anything else I need to know?
metaphors. What are we talking about? I just have a different way of thinking, and I don't have to prove it. I don't have to. I'm just gonna do it.
Okay?